Welcome to Axi Select's first Ask Me Anything with me, Rich McDonald. You'll have seen me in some of the welcome videos. Don't worry, I'm not about to disappear. I'm here to answer some frequently asked questions from Axi traders on the program. So, let's get started. Right, let's start with a nice easy one for those not yet signed up to the program. How do I join Axi Select? So, you'll be pleased to know it's a swift and simple process, and it's available to all users trading under AxiTrader Limited. Now, if you're already an Axi trading account holder, it's real simple. You just log on to the client portal and then look for Axi Select on the left-hand menu. As an added bonus, if you are an existing customer and you sign up and you pop $500 minimum balance in there and your edge score is already over 50, then you go straight to the seed stage and sign up in the client portal. If you're new to Axi, then you do need to set up a new trading account. You can do this by signing up at axi.com. You follow the guided process to set up your account, and once that account's set up, you're ready to go and your journey will begin on Axi Select. Now, an area that we get a lot of questions on is around withdrawals. Okay, so here's an important few things to note. First of all, the money in your Axi Select account that you deposit is yours. Okay, that is something that quite a few people get mixed up on. But that's important to note. The funds belong to you and you can withdraw them at any time. The money in the allocation account is capital that Axi has given you to trade with. So obviously you can't withdraw from that. There are certain times of the month that you can withdraw without any complications. Withdrawing funds during certain periods can affect your participation in the program. So if you want to continue your participation in the program, be really careful how much and when you withdraw the funds. Okay, you can withdraw at any point, but if you don't want any consequences to your participation in the program, then please make sure you read the withdrawal cases. Once you make profits in your allocation account, okay, and you close all the trades by the end of the month, then on the first of the month, you will be paid your profit share from the allocation account into your Axi Select account. And if you want to withdraw your profits, right, congratulations, you made some money. If you want to withdraw that like a salary or a bonus, then make sure that you still keep the minimum balance in your Axi Select account. But if you only want to withdraw that payment you receive transferred from the allocation account, then my guideline would be to do this at the very start of the month, straight away before you open any new trades. Right? Think of that as a safety window of not having any effect on your participation in the program. So, in short, you receive the transfer from the allocation account of your profit share. If you want to, then you withdraw the money straight away before you open any new trades for the new month. If you have an edge score of 50 or above and a minimum balance of $500 in your Axi Select account, you are eligible to progress directly to the seed stage and sign up in the client portal. A lot of you have noticed that not every trade that you make in your Axi Select account is copied across to your allocation account. Simple reason for this is not every symbol or market is eligible to be traded in your allocation account. The easiest way to think about is the most popular markets in the world or the most liquid are usually going to be absolutely fine to trade, and when you make the trade in your Axi Select account, this will be copied into your allocation account. But for a comprehensive list, let's go through them. First of all, and this is the instruments that are eligible, all FX symbols. So all your foreign exchange markets are perfectly good to go. All indices, so the stock markets across the world, they're good. UK and US oil, absolutely fine, but other commodities cannot be copied. Gold and silver are fine, but other metals cannot be copied. In crypto world, it's only Bitcoin and Ethereum that are eligible. In single stocks, it is the big seven. So Meta, Microsoft, Amazon, Google, Tesla, Netflix, and Apple. Okay, so that's the only single stock equities you can trade. And then in the futures markets, you've got Brent, WTI, cocoa, coffee, copper, natural gas, soybean, gold, and silver. You're perfectly entitled to trade everything else in your Axi Select account. Just know, and you'll still make profits on it there, just know that those trades won't be copied into your allocation account, so you won't make profits on them there. Okay, the all-important area of profit share. How do you get paid from your profits? Let's imagine you've done everything correctly, okay? You've set up your Axi Select account. You have received funds into your allocation account from Axi, and you've been trading for a month, and you've generated profits. First of all, you've got to make sure that you close all your trades on that final day of the month or beforehand. So pay particular attention to the time difference where you are in the world and where the system cutoff is. So you've closed all your trades. The system then automatically generates your payment, your profit share, your performance fee. Now it does that on the first day of the new month, and the money is automatically transferred from your allocation account into your Axi Select account, which then you are free to withdraw if you like. Something to note is your allocation funds, your allocation performance is then reset back to the level it was at the beginning of the previous month. Okay, so all your performance history is kept, but your funds will be set back to the original level, and the new month starts again. So at that point, you're free to open new trades and hopefully start making money again in the subsequent month to make further profit share available at the end of that month. What is a unique trade? So to qualify for the seed stage, a trader needs to place at least 20 unique trades to achieve an edge score of at least 50 and get onto the program. Each trade is counted as a unique trade once it's been opened and closed without any other trade for that same symbol being open at the same time. Hedge trades are not considered unique trades. And if we're going to give an example, if you bought a 0.01 lot of gold, that counts as one unique trade. But if you opened 5 trades of 0.01 lots of gold, and you closed them all collectively, that would still be only considered as one unique trade. So worth getting your mind around exactly what counts as a unique trade, and then build those up to qualify and progress through each stage. The next question is simply, what is the allocation account? And I like to think of this as, imagine yourself as a hedge fund portfolio manager. Okay, the hedge fund that you work for gives you capital. That's not your capital to take away. I wish it was as simple as that. But it is your capital to use to try and generate profits. Okay, the allocation account is just an Axi funded account that allows traders to copy across their trades that they make in their Axi Select account based on a multiplier once you enter the seed stage. The profits you generate in that allocation account enable you to earn a profit share or a performance fee every month. And this is calculated at the end of the month, once you close your trades, dependent on what your profit share percentage is. And that is then transferred automatically from the allocation account into your Axi Select account. The whole idea behind Axi Select is that we are trying to find the best traders in the world and give them the opportunity to make those much bigger profits than they otherwise would have, because they simply didn't have the capital to trade with. And that's the beauty of Axi Select, is that it doesn't cost you anything to participate, but it gives you this wonderful opportunity to really boost your potential returns. Next question is around the edge score. Basically, what is it and how is it calculated? So the edge score is comprised of 4 different areas. First of all, your skill, right? Now that's easy. How good are you at picking out trades and making profits for them? So your ability to generate profits. Second of all, your risk control. So this measures your ability to manage risk effectively, especially during drawdowns. Everybody has a bad day, a bad week, but how do you manage your risk of your position sizes around those difficult times? Third of all, consistency. So this measures your ability to produce consistent gains and demonstrate an understanding of market dynamics, okay? Everybody can make money during an easy market, but consistency of generating profits during more difficult markets will gain you a higher score. Now, these 3 areas are added up, so you're scored and they are added together. And then that number is multiplied by the discount factor of experience. So experience assesses you meet the minimum criteria for displaying credible trading experience. And that's just a matter of time that you've been on the program and you've demonstrated month after month you can generate these consistent returns. So a combination of these 4 factors gives us the edge score, right? And that's a comprehensive overview of your trading performance, and it allows to assess and nurture talent within the Axi Select program, hopefully benefiting you, teaching you to work on the areas of your trading which might be hurting your performance, and then everybody wins in the long run. What occurs if my account equity falls below the minimum required amount? Now, the only trading restriction we apply regarding minimum equity is to your allocation account. So that's the one that you've really got to focus on. If you exceed the maximum allowable loss in the allocation account, and that's 10%, your account gets moved into quarantine. During quarantine, all your trades are closed, you're basically stopped out, and you're placed into a timeout. And this just, you've not had a good time in this particular market. Some timeout is always a good thing for traders. Believe me, I had a few in my years at the hedge fund, but no further funding allocations will be made, and use of the allocation account will be paused until the quarantine has been completed. That quarantine period is 2 weeks, and that's from the date of your account is first placed into quarantine. And provided the account meets the qualifying criteria, then you will be ready to enter the program 2 weeks after, in which you have to click a button to activate the re-entering the program. Now, at the first quarantine, you'll be invited back to the previous stage 2 weeks from the date the account was placed into quarantine, provided the qualifying criteria has been met. If you go into a second quarantine, again, you'll be invited back to the previous stage 2 weeks from the date the account was first placed into quarantine, again, provided qualifying criteria has been met. In the third quarantine, you'll be invited to rejoin the program at seed stage, providing the qualifying criteria has been met. Those of you that have reached the pro stages, once you reach the pro 500 stage, should you drop to quarantine, you'll be invited to return to the pro stage, provided it's not your third entry into quarantine. Similarly, once you reach the Pro M stage, should you drop to quarantine, you'll be invited to return to the Pro 500 stage, again, provided this is not your third drop into quarantine. Now, the thing to remember is that everybody goes through a tough time in trading. Do not get disheartened if your account enters a quarantine. Once you come out of it 2 weeks later, your funds in your allocation account are set back to the original level. So you don't have any negative performance there, okay? You start again, you've had 2 weeks to regroup, and it's happened to all of us. Maybe the market's gone through a tough time, maybe volatility is higher than normal, but that 2 week period just allows you to take time out, regroup, and then start again with the brand new funds in your allocation account, provided you've got the minimum equity required in your Axi Select account and the minimum balance of $500 or more, depending on which stage you're at. We also get a question around, why do I need to deposit my own money when there's other programs out there that don't require you to do this? Now, once you get to know the system and see what Axi Select actually is, it's an incredible program, and it operates a really unique model that's very different to what other prop firms are doing. One of the key differences is around client funds. The general model for prop firms is to charge a registration fee to all the traders to participate in an evaluation. And if you pass that valuation, you are awarded an account with the company's funds to trade, right? That's not the case with Axi Select. We don't charge a registration fee. There's no evaluation to pass, and it's completely free to participate in the program. Now, what Axi Select does require, however, is the trader to fund their own trading account, and once funded, keep a minimum amount of $500 in the account and have an edge score of 50 or more. At that point, Axi will fund the allocation account with $5,000 of their own funds for you to manage the capital. The key difference here is the funds in your Axi Select account are your funds, and you can withdraw at any point you choose to.